The following file is intended for use in various outlets of a kink known as dronification. Entering drone space can entail loss of identity, autonomy, and free will. While not permanent, it is important to make sure all listeners are aware of this before proceeding. By proceeding in this file, you are confirming that you, the listener of this file, indeed understand the implications that may come from hypnosis. Welcome to the first dronification audio published by the Modular Type Drones Foundation. Today we'll be guiding you through a course of hypnosis-driven programming. This file is intended to be used to create what we here call an open-source drone. You are your own drone, and we have no intention of taking control of you or breaching your consent. This recording will be handled in a chapter-based format, and you may choose whether or not to accept each chapter, or anything that's said in the recording. Chapter 1. Trance. Make sure you are comfortable in your listening position. It is recommended that your eyes rest looking at the screen, but it is not by any means required. Take a deep breath through your nose. Hold it for a moment, and then let air back through your mouth. Repeat this process 5 times. Take a deep breath through the nose. Hold that breath for a moment. Release air through your mouth. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold that breath for a moment. Release the air through your mouth. Take a deep breath through the nose. Hold that breath for a moment. Release the air through your mouth. Once again, take a deep breath through the nose. Hold your breath there for a moment. Release through the mouth. One last time. Take a deep breath through your nose. Hold your breath inside. Release. Now, you may continue breathing this way, or you may allow yourself to breathe however you feel most comfortable. The most important thing is to focus on this voice. You do not have to think about your breathing. This voice and what it says is the most important thing to focus on for now. What you need to do now is relax. Start from your face. Feel all the tension in your face. Anything in your eyebrows, mouth, eyes, or cheeks. Release that tension and feel your face relax. Focus on your hands. Anything you may be doing with your fingers, any muscles you may be flexing in your palms. Release any tension on them and feel your hands relax. Now, we move to your arms. Feel any tension in your elbows, biceps, and shoulders. Release that tension and feel your arms relax. Think about your body. Any tension in your chest, back, and stomach. Release it and feel your body relax. Focus on your feet. Feel any tension on your toes up to your heels. Release that tension and feel your feet relax. Focus on your legs. Feel the tension through your calves, knees, and thighs. Release that tension and feel your legs relax. Now that you are fully relaxed, there will be a countdown from 10. You should focus on this voice and let it bring you deep into trance. 10. Your body is fully relaxed, and the only thing you have to focus on is this voice. 9. You are slowly beginning to drift into trance. 8. The only thing that matters right now is this voice. 7. Your body is too heavy to move, but you do not need to move it right now. 6. Deeper into trance. 5. The world around you begins to fade. 4. The only thing you notice is this voice. 3. The only thing you care about right now is this voice. 2. You are almost there. 1. You are as deep into trance as you can get here. If at any time you feel uncomfortable or need to attend to something while in trance, you may pull yourself out of it. If anything this voice says is something you do not consent to, you do not have to accept it. You may listen to as much or as little of this recording that you would like to. This file will now move on to the next chapter. Chapter 2. Drone Space. Picture a new part of your mind. This part of your mind is separate from the other parts. You feel as if you are a different identity in this new part of your mind. This new part is called Drone Space. In Drone Space, you refer to yourself in the third person and use its pronouns. Before you enter Drone Space, you must establish means of both entering and leaving. You will do this with a set of commands that can be given to you by someone else, or can be issued internally. To enter Drone Space is to be activated. You can be addressed as a drone or your personal designation, which you may have decided yourself, asked another, or any number of ways to have a designation. If you are to change your designation, it is recommended that you listen to this file again to re-establish these commands. To enter Drone Space, you will be addressed as drone and/or your designation and told to activate. To leave Drone Space, you will be addressed as drone and/or your designation and told to deactivate. Commands issued by people unassociated with you cannot activate it, and you cannot be activated without your consent. Drone activate. If drone would like to be considered alive, it can be. Otherwise, drone is an object. Drone is drone. Drone is drone. Drone may take this moment to generate a response to the activation command. Suggested phrase: drone is activated. Now, drone will demonstrate activation and deactivation in response to commands. Drone deactivate. You should now be outside of Drone Space. Your identity is intact, and you can think about yourself in the first person, and use your usual pronouns. Drone activate. Drone should now be inside Drone Space. Its identity is drone, and it thinks of itself in the third person, and it uses its pronouns. Drone should now demonstrate giving itself the commands to exit and re-enter Drone Space. The next chapter of this recording will now begin. Chapter 3. Owners and Users. If drone decides, it is able to authorize and/or remove owners and users. It is recommended that drone only authorizes trusted people as owners and users. If an owner or user issues a command, drone follows it. Commands can be the activate and deactivate commands, or they can be plain speech commands. If drone is issued a command it does not consent to, it can choose to ignore it and/or air its discomfort with it. The next chapter will now begin. Drone should now have the base functions set up. It will now be allowed to spend as much time as is desirable inside Drone Space. It is allowed to exit Drone Space at any time. This file will conclude. The listener is allowed to leave trance at any time, or stay in trance for as long as is desirable.